It's at now 8 o'clock. We are about 20 something, I think, in sales. So not too bad for first night. It's been reasonably quiet, so not too expecting. Hopefully it'll be busy the rest of the weekend, otherwise it's going to be pretty chill. So far, bestseller easily is the Bee sketchbook. We've sold 2 of them so far and only made 5 for the whole weekend, so I might be making some more tonight. I've also decided to steal one of my own little notepads and I've been doodling on it. So I should have brought my own sketchbook, but I didn't. So yeah, our lesson tonight and then we'll be back tomorrow. Hi. Hi. Here we go, girl. You made it. Day 1 done and I'm so tired. Straight to bed. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And we're here for day 2. Hello. Ooh. Energy juice. Need it for this morning. Ooh. Swapped my, get these right in my face now, swapped my scholar in a wee bit this morning. Just try and make a few more of the products stand out or grabbable for people kind of wandering past and checking things out. Was hoping to make more of these overnight, got home, realised didn't have the cover paper, so we've got some coming from Amazon. Fingers crossed it'll be here. It says between 7 AM and 1 PM tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. Now I'm just going to count the money box from yesterday, add that to what I took for card and figure out how much we made on day 1. Oh my goodness, good morning. Hello, hi, brother. Oh my goodness, hi, brother. Hi. Look at your little fluff. You're so cute. Yeah. Okay, so we took £10.50 in cash plus £22 in the cards, so that's £32.50 for the day, plus a £4 sale that unfortunately didn't go through on the card, so we're £4 short. £32.50, not bad for a first day. 1 out of 3, if I make that every day, paid for the table. Happy. So we swapped the sketchbooks to be on their side, so they were obviously underneath the sign, and popped the draw something next to them, feels more cohesive. Got the line notebooks a bit more spread out so you can see the designs a bit better. Tried to bring some of these forward, make them a little bit more interesting. They just get forgotten about, which is such a shame because I love my wee notepads. Then displayed these out so you can see the inserts, which again hopefully will get a wee bit more interest in them. And I think that's what changed. Yeah. Is your buddies? Oh my goodness! Look at you, silly puppy. Well, it's about 1 o'clock, the sun has come out, so we've now got some fantastic top-down lighting on the video. Pretty quiet so far this morning. Got some social media posts done, caught up with a couple of admin things, so we've been sitting here, a couple of sales, back just doodling in my wee notepads. Yeah. The sun's nice. Hopefully it'll pick up a wee bit in the afternoon, but just want to hit that £30 a day goal. Fingers crossed. Well, this ended up being incredibly slow. I think I've hit my £30 though, which is good. So if nothing else, we're on track to make the table back. In the meantime, I got these glass envelopes, got hundreds of business cards, and I'm just kind of pre-stuffing them for people just want to quickly buy stickers and things. Just makes it a wee bit faster for me. So a wee bit earlier sold our first notebooks of the weekend. It was one of the Book and Luck and one Sleeping Dragon. They're not as popular designs, but ones I love, so it's always nice to see your favourites go out the door. Anyway, I should probably stop talking to you and start talking to customers. So I added my book out here. See how that goes, if that interests the commission more. If I can just book 1 commission this weekend, I'll be absolutely buzzing. I don't see it happening, but it'll be good. Day 3, let's go. All right, time for our morning maths. So we were $32.50 total, day 1. Oh.
Morning.
Ready for another day? I feel like your top is saying everything about it today. Okay.
We've got our table buddy bag. Hi, Radish.
Okay, so math time. 30 on the card. Let's check our cash. So if we add that to the 32.50 we made yesterday, we're getting to 78.50, and our table was 90, so we're getting close. We are getting close. So hopefully a few sales today, we'll make the table back. A few sales today, make the table back, and then hopefully a bit more. Like busy thoughts, busy thoughts.
Yeah. What are you making?
I think it's called a granny shawl. I'm not gonna lie, it was a pattern on the inside of the yarn I bought, and this is my first time crocheting. We're giving it a go.
So much fun.
Thank you. Forgot about it for 6 months.
Yeah.
Found it this week, and I'm like, that's perfect to take with me for the market this weekend. So here we are. Yeah, it's great. It's good to keep your hands busy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't make me feel bad. I mean,
I was like, I'm being productive. Don't know what you mean. I'm just sitting watching TV. See you later. It's at now 3 o'clock. It's been pretty chill again. A few sales here and there. That is, I have officially made my table back at least. So yay! Another very quiet day. So much crochet. So much crochet.
just a comfy, squishy, girly. Yeah.
And it's the Tuesday after the market, and I am just a bit recovered. I have not been around that many people for that long for a long time. It was more exhausting than I was expecting, but it was also so worth it. It was great being out and about. I got to meet so many amazing people, other artists and other stall holders that I hopefully will see about now that I'm touring the market circuit. Anyway, I have pulled some stats. Oh, a PowerPoint presentation. So this was the Wasps Summer Market at the Briggait in Glasgow. That was the other thing. Pleasantly, surprisingly, I didn't lose my voice. Not sure how that happened. Touch wood. Touch wood. I keep not losing it. Alright, so yeah, we got some stats, we got some numbers for you guys, which this is the stuff I like to see realistically. If artists go to markets, it's fun seeing the market, it's nice seeing their setups and what they're selling and how they're selling it, that's great, but also I want to see the back end numbers, so I thought I would share that with you guys. So this was the hall we were in, which you guys obviously saw. So what was it? It was a 3-day long market just outside the city centre of Glasgow. It was Friday 5 p.m. to 9 p.m, Saturday 11 a.m. to 5 p.m, and Sunday also 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Massive variety of stalls. It was not just art, there was pottery, there was clothing, there was cards, glass makers, people doing the paper art where they like fold paper and like twirl paper in frames. That was really cool. There was also a pizza on Friday and Saturday. There was coffee on Saturday and Sunday, and there was a bar the entire weekend, which was so quiet. Oh my god. If I hadn't been on the stall, I would have been down there after Sunday brunch, having a sit down after I've wandered around, maybe have a wee break in between. Like, the fact more people did not use the bar and the bar space astounded me. Anyway, so this was my stand, this was my setup, my stall. So where was I? Now, we didn't get a floor plan beforehand, however, I lucked out. You came into the room and you could go one of two ways. One, you kind of had to go around a corner and then up. I was like on the straight up row, so that was very lucky. I was basically on the entrance row, or if you came round, you'd most likely come back down my row. So I think I saw almost everyone that came into the market, which was really good. And what I took with me, I took sticker sheets. We had vinyl stickers, sketchbooks, notebooks, notepads, original paintings, and some prints as well. Oh, along with a new commission book, which I think I showed you guys. A fair chunk, a good variety of different things, of different stationery items. The only thing we all actually care about, the numbers. So like I said, it was a 3-day weekend. We had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So on Friday, we made $32.50. Saturday was 46, which you'd expect it to be a wee bit more than the Friday. It was a longer day, it was during the day. By this point, I hadn't even made back my table and was feeling a bit going into Sunday. But then on Sunday, We made £107. Sunday it started out even quieter than Saturday, or maybe just about keeping pace, but then towards the end there was 3 big sales that I made. One for one of my prints of one of my original artworks. I had someone come up and buy one of my original watercolors along with a bunch of stationery, and also had someone else come up and buy loads of stuff for presents and gifts, which included sketchbooks, notepads, basically bought almost one thing from every category, which adds up pretty quickly, especially when you include the sketchbooks and the notebooks, which seems a grand total of £185.50, just short of 200, which I was pretty happy with. However, there are always costs involved with a market, so let me show you the costs. First of all, it was £90 for the table for the weekend, which really good value for money. £90 for a whole weekend is fantastic. But a table cost isn't the only thing. I then also had to make stock. Now, I did have a bunch of stock before, so I'm just going to include stuff that I purchased to top up my stock this market, which included a pack of vinyl sticker paper, which cost me £13.25. And unfortunately, I also did need new ink cartridges for this update. 3 out of the 8 CMYK magenta photo cyan. 3 out of the 8 cartridges that I used for my printer needed replaced, and that cost me £22. Ink is not cheap. I also wanted to upgrade my market stand with new signs and stuff, so add on an A1 bit of foam board for £5. So take all of that off the 185 something that we made, and I made £55.25. Yay! Profit's profit. That can go right back into my bank and start paying for some new markets or some new stock, or maybe a salary. No, not a salary. We're not a salary state. So next up, I thought we'd run through, now that we've kind of done the big numbers, probably so many people are going to click off now that I've done the big numbers. However, I thought it'd also be really cool to show you guys what sold the best in terms of like products, designs, collections, and roughly how much money I made from each product type as well. I thought that would be really cool. So first up we have top selling product type. Unsurprisingly, my sticker sheets were my #1 selling product type. Next then we had the vinyl stickers, line notebooks, A5 sketchbooks, art prints, and original art, and then the 3 different types of notepads that I have. However, not all these products are priced at the same point, so sometimes you can sell a few of one thing and make more than loads of another. So I thought I'd run you guys how much. This is an estimate because I had specials and deals on where, like, for example, on the sticker sheets you could get 2 for £6 instead of 1 for 4. So these are estimates. It will probably not add up to the total that I took in. So as an estimate, I made about £45 on sticker sheets, £32.50 on vinyl stickers, £32 on the lined A6 notebooks, £24 on the sketchbooks, £37 across the art print and the original art piece that was purchased from me, and then about £8.50 across all my different notepad types. Now, surprisingly to me, the sticker sheets not only sold the most but also made me the most money, so this tells me that I am on the right track, and this is great because I love making them. I was surprised that actually my notebook sold really well. I don't even think I sold one my first convention I did a couple months ago. So the fact they made just as much as my vinyl stickers and sold 3rd best, I was pretty happy with. Also, making £24 for my sketchbooks doesn't seem like a lot, but considering I only sold 3, this tells me this is still a worthwhile product keeping in my shop. It's not selling the most or making the most, but it's a consistent chunk in there. I am concerned about the notepads. I learned a few things from my art prints. I think I need to massively lower the price of my art prints for #1, and that might sell some more volume. And 2, having original artwork. I want to have more original artwork there and paint. I've been wanting to do more watercolor painting anyway. And the fact that I was able to sell even one, is great, and I want to make sure I've got more of them for future markets and also for myself. I really enjoy watercolor painting. So next, what was the top selling collection?
You guys probably don't know my collections off the top of your head, so I have quite a few now. I make about one a month for my Ko-fi. Unsurprisingly to me, the Sunflower Farm, which also does really well online, sold the best by a long shot. It had 13 different items in its collection sale versus 7 in the next like best-selling collection, almost double the next one down. So Sunflower Farm. People really like bees. People really like sunflowers and bees. So last but not least, out of all that, what was my top selling product? I thought it was either going to be my Fire Flame sticker sheet, which sells well online, or my sunflower sticker sheet. Based on the previous data, it would also suggest that this sunflower sticker sheet would be my top selling product. Sticker sheets are my top selling item. Sunflower Farm is my top selling collection. However, it was actually my Happy Little Bee vinyl sticker from the Sunflower collection that sold the best. Look at him, he's so happy. He sold the most out of anything at 4 vinyl stickers to his name. What this graph shows and what I really liked about seeing this graph is only this was the best selling item at 4, like 4, which means I'm getting a variety of people picking up a variety of items across all my different collections, across all my different product types, which is really nice. It's nice to see that. It's nice to have, you know, there's not a few things that are selling hundreds and then everything's selling nothing. Most people are picking up 1 or 2 things from each collection, which is nice. It's good to see that. It's just nice to see that there's not like an ugly puppy in the litter. So, would I go back? Yeah, I would. I did a really, really great weekend. I would definitely go back. However, there is an asterisk on that big yes. And I'll take you through a couple reasons why. It was surprisingly quiet considering it is a well-known venue of Glasgow, really quite close to the city centre at the tail end of summer. I would have expected it to be a bit busier than it was. I would go back because I didn't have to pay for accommodation. It was nice that it was close and I was able to travel relatively easily in and out the city to my house to the venue without having to worry about accommodation. More people got coffee, I think, than anything else, which tells me most people were just wandering out off the streets for a bit of a nosy and probably not going to be spending hundreds of money unless they're impulsive. Which also leads into a lot of my sales were £5 or less, which my stock allows for that with my stickers and my sticker sheets, or, you know, my little line notebooks. I don't think it's the market where lots of people now, they're not going to say nobody, but lots of people are going to be looking to spend a lot of money. I would also make my display simpler. I sometimes wondered if I went too over the top with my display for this one. There was a variety of stalls, but a lot of the kind of more traditional art stalls were a bit simpler. I maybe had more of a convention setup than a local art market setup, if that makes sense. I had low to zero travel costs. I actually got a lift in with my parents one day. They were going to come and see me, so I got a lift in with them. But again, I didn't make loads of money, so I wouldn't really recommend it for a lot of people if you're going to have to be spending a lot of money on travelling for 3 days, or if you're going to have to be spending money on accommodation. There was a variety of different stalls, which is really, really good for a market. It means that there wasn't loads of competition in terms of, I certainly hit more of a lower end spend, maybe more family friendly, bright colours. There wasn't even loads of like stationery or stalls. So I definitely had, because there was such a variety, it meant that I was quite niche within that market. However, it does mean then that I'm not going to get hundreds of stationery lovers coming to this because it's not all about stationery. So then, for all I'm maybe more niche, which I think brings us into the next one. It's a variety of different stalls, variety of different people coming in. Like it wasn't a niche target market. It was very wide, which works well with the variety of stalls. It meant there was something for everyone if you're coming in as a market guest, but it also means as a market stall holder, you're not maybe targeting your niche market. Oh, wide variety of different people come in. There we go. I knew I had it in here. One thing I really liked was because we had the Friday evening, you had a Friday afternoon setup, so there was no early mornings. I liked that, especially it was nice not having an early morning. So basically, yes, I would go back, but it's not a market I would recommend for everyone unless you're within the Glasgow area with low to zero travel costs. So I think that was everything I wanted to run through with you today. I hope you guys, thank you for listening, and thank you for listening to me. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching me go to my first weekend long art market. And also, I hope you find the slides and the numbers and everything really interesting. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and it's on a PowerPoint, so you have to pay attention to it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.